So hi, my name is Georgi, and lately I've been thinking where the economy is going to go from here, because the economy as a whole and the real estate prices, they are quite interconnected, and at the moment I have a few offices also on offer. So here we go. I'll show you what I found out. So one of the very popular topics at the moment is the energy, electricity prices, wind energy, everything. And discovered most of the energy, electrical energy in Estonia comes from coal-fired plants, and wind and solar, and some of the energy is import. We have one cable which stretches to Finland, and we have connections to Russia. And at the moment Estonia is connected to BRELL system, which is Belorussia, Russia, Estonia, Lithuania and Latvia. So we are in that synchronization network, which is a bit tricky, because if politically not that stable, or like we have this big neighbor Russia, if they decide to influence us, switching off the electricity will be the easiest thing. Not that it's imminent, there is no risk at the moment, but because of this kind of political possibility of political influence, Estonia is going to go out from that network by 2026. European Union has provided most of the funding. It will cost 400 and something million euros, and 320 or something is paid by the European Union. So this should be done by 2026, so we are not going to have that kind of dependency from our neighbors. But the energy price in Estonia is not the most expensive in Europe. The statistics from last year was that the electricity price was from 9 to 30 cents per kilowatt hours, and in Estonia it was 12 cents per kilowatt hours. And the cheapest was in Bulgaria, where I was on vacation too this year. So energy-wise, everything is fine. It's not the most expensive energy in European Union, so big companies can come here. For example, Tesla, come make cars here, no problem. We have energy. And that's about the energy. And after we leave this BRELL system, Estonia will most likely connect to the continental European grid system, where there is a synchronization. Okay, that's about energy. Another interesting topic which interested me is the money supply. So, did you know how the money is printed these days? I'll give you a very short explanation, and a longer video from Deutsche Welle, I'll post it over here. It's 40 minutes long, but the long story short, when you go to apply for a loan from whichever bank, for example, you want 100 euros loan, the bank will deposit 10 euros to the central bank, and 90 euros will be written from like a number and given to you. That's it. That's when the money is printed, when it's given as a loan to somebody who wants a loan. That's the fact. I checked it with my friend who was working in the Central Bank of Estonia, and he told me, oh, I'm too busy, but basically it's correct that that's the way money is printed, but he added that the central banks have influence of how much money is printed. And I found few charts of money supply M2, and I'll post them also here, to see that not that much money, nothing dramatic has happened. The money supply from Estonian side has increased 17% for 1 year, which kind of correlates quite nicely with the increase of real estate prices, which was 14 to 15%. So that's about that. Maybe that explains also the increase in real estate prices. I don't know. Think for yourself. Also, Estonian central bank thinks that gives a number that the economic growth will be 12.9% compared to last year, so 2021 compared to 2020, where there was a decline of 3% compared to 2019, but it's still a growth, more than 9%, even if you take into consideration decline beforehand. And most of the strong growth is from the information and communication and transport and construction sectors, and the hospitality services, hotel, restaurants, those sectors have declined, but the average salary has increased and the unemployment has decreased. So the growth numbers are quite strong. That's about the also I went to see about the statistics of the population. The population of Estonia is aging quite rapidly, and in the next 60 years it will be declining 11%, even if you take into consideration immigration, like people immigrating from other countries to Estonia, which obviously has also increased, but since the local population is declining, the immigration is not increasing at that pace to outpace the decline. So that's the thing. I also looked into the foreign student numbers, around 5,000 people last year, and there is an increase of roughly 10% for the last years. There has been an increase of foreign students around 10%. So that is obviously going to put also some pressure to increase rentals in the main cities where the universities are located in Estonia. The universities are in Tartu and in Tallinn. That's it. 5,500 people divided by those cities. The population is aging quite rapidly, and I see also that in the real estate prices, a lot of those apartments, for example, we have 5-story apartments in Mustamäe and in different quarters where people are selling the apartment on the 5th floor because either the older person has died or she needs more care and to live in an apartment where there is elevator, so she can move autonomously, because from the 5th floor, if you're 80 years old, not that easy. So obviously those apartments will be sold. Maybe their price is not going to increase that quickly as those in the new buildings. But on the other hand, for example, if that apartment is close to a university, maybe the next renter will be a student. And another interesting information about how many foreigners we have in Estonia. And from a foreign country, excluding EU countries, 109,000 people. And from other EU countries, we have 20,000 people. 20,000. Quite a lot. And without citizenship, we have a group of people who have alien passport. That's how it's written, alien. But it does not mean that they are from Mars or Jupiter or something. They have a passport given by the Estonian government, but they are not citizens of... But that's obviously a topic for another video, but that kind of people we have 70,000. Mostly Russian speaking, but that's historic thing. I'll make another video about that. So that's about this analysis. So decide for yourself where are the prices going to go. Are they going to increase, decrease? Comment below. Let me know what do you think. I personally think that when the inflation comes to a halt, I don't see any reasons for the prices to increase across the board. Because there has been a lot of new apartments built, and maybe the older apartments will decline in value, and but I don't see like en masse people coming from all around the globe to live in Estonia. It is also maybe a political reason. Now this EKRE, which is kind of right-leaning party, is gaining popularity, so it is not going to be popular for the Estonian government to let a lot of, or to ease the inflow of foreign people into Estonia. I personally think that it's a good thing. Actually, we would need to have more people working in Estonia, but the political reality at the moment is that it's not very popular. If even the other parties, they cannot be very vocal about bringing people in because they will lose votes. That's kind of not good situation. But okay, that's it. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and see you in the next video.